So let's go ahead and sudah makan? Everyone sudah makan? No. I'm trying to lose weight. I am 103 kilos right now. I need to slim down. So I'm not going to eat ever again. No, just kidding. But all right. So let's take a look at this. Yes, Shindy is right. So we can see very quickly from this graph. Yes, over to Andre.
So this is not. This is basically the first screenshot that I take in from these experiments. So this is not the real data. So I already that's yes.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're just talking about it as an exercise at this point, not about
Sure, sure.
let's say reality. Okay, first over to Rizal. Rizal, in certain sort of situations, it's better to abstract the data than to actually have too many details. Like, for example, if you're looking at, let's say, a marketing funnel, right? Which this is, by the way, this is a marketing funnel. We don't need to know the name of every person who signed up or what there was and all that. We just need to know sort of is the funnel flowing correctly, and that is the most important thing. So from this particular graph, what we can identify is Cynthia is correct. There is a big block from invitation to socialize, right? How do we go from 12 to only 2? Why isn't it flowing? So to sort of give you a look at another type of funnel, a funnel that flows should look a little bit more like this, actually. So do you guys see the same sort of thing between Rizal's graph, or sorry, Andre's graph and my graph here? So this is a graph and it's a horizontal graph, right? And it shows progress along each stage of the project. But this is my graph and this shows similarly, oops, sorry, this graph right here. Okay, this is a test of abstract knowledge, right? To see if we can read charts, right? Okay, Cynthia, what would you say is a better performing funnel? This funnel here on my MD 5.3 or Andre's funnel here?
Mm.
Okay, I'll put them side by side so you can take a look at each funnel, right? And we should probably get skilled at looking at funnel graphs. Okay, so what we're going to take a look at, we're going to take a look at, this is Andre's graph, right? That's Andre's funnel. And this is my funnel over here on the right. Which funnel looks like it's proceeding and which funnel looks like it's stuck?
Um, okay, I think based on if I talk based on the marketing funnel, so I think the awareness or that you make to the audience is more higher here
Mhm.
because you're not only focused on a Sinarmas, but you also credit to Ciputra and also Astra, and then maybe you have different way to reach them, so they can go back. But here, I can't like compare it like an apple to apple since Andre serves data here, and in your site it's just like a card with no exact data. That the things that are difficult to compare it.
Okay, let's go over to Vidi. Vidi, are you able to see the data on both sides, or is there data less visible on the other side?
Um, the left one actually, sir. We can't see the date of experiment, so I don't know how it's progressing based on time series. This
Ah,
one,
interesting. Okay, for this one, right?
yeah, for the right one, there is the date of experiment, right? It's 15th of July,
Yep.
right? Yeah. So there is we know the absorption rate and the rate of basically there is a differential to it because there is the time parameter.
Okay, interesting.
Then for the which one has a better absorption in general, assuming that the time difference is the same, the time span is the same.
Mhm.
Um, there seem to be uh, let me see. Yeah, if we consider the each step, it's quite similar. Invitation is equal to outreach. Then socialize is equal to the scheduling, maybe perhaps.
Mhm.
or the meeting. The left one is a little bit more bottlenecked
Okay,
than
got
the
it.
right one.
All right, excellent. Okay, so this is the same chart, everyone, but it's just visualized two different ways, right? The one on the left is visualized in a bar graph. The one here is visualized sort of in a different way, but it represents the same information, right? You can see that over here, as Vidi said, it is bottlenecked. We are very heavy at the top, and there's no flow going through to the end, right? Whereas the chart here shows that there is flow coming through the entire funnel, right? That people are flowing all the way to the end, in the middle, and it's flowing actually exactly the way it should. It should be heavy at the top, a little bit medium in the middle, and light towards the end. That indicates that your funnel is flowing. If your funnel looks like this, it means that it is not flowing. And the key point to realize here is that in any project, there should be a very quick way to visualize the process, the project flow, right? If you have many different stages in your project, then we should be able to look at how the flow is happening and then determine if your project is efficient or inefficient. Okay. No worries, Cynthia. Yeah, this is practice, right? So these are both flow diagrams and funnel diagrams, and these show different amounts of success. So then, as a project manager, you would ask this information of anybody who is working on a project so that you can just look really quickly and see if the flow is getting stuck. Let's say, for example, you are building Nike shoes, right? So the shoes, let's say the first stage is that the materials need to be sourced. Second stage is that they go down the factory line. Third stage is they get packaged. Last stage is they get shipped. But if you see that all this material is arriving and none of the manufacture is happening, then you go right in the manufacturing step and you say, this needs to be fixed right now. Otherwise, we get a bottleneck of all these materials are coming into the factory. None of it is getting out. We have a problem. But let's say the manufacturing is going smoothly, but now the boxing stage is stuck, right? So all these shoes are sort of overflowing now in the middle step. And then looking at this particular flow diagram, project manager can be able to tell where specifically to prioritize. So in this particular case, if this is still the case, we know that, Andre, something happened in your invitation letter that was not effective, and that's why people are not socializing this, right? There's a broken stage here, and we can see that there's also probably something broken on the next stage. That's why the flow is not moving, okay? So when this is working really well, it should look like there's a lot of input, there's a little bit less, and it should look like a staircase pattern, actually, if it's flowing. This relates to project visualization, but it also relates to project prioritization. If you're able to see what stage the project is broken, you're able to fix it. If you don't know what stage is broken and it's all a black box, then it's really hard to fix anything as a project manager. Okay, hopefully that's helpful. Good, Andre. Good steps to visualizing it. Now you've accomplished the first part, right? Now you can visualize it, then you can correct it. I know the current situation doesn't look exactly like this, but this was a good learning opportunity again. Okay, is that clear, everyone? So funnel flow and prioritization. Okay, next, let's go over to, we got 5 more minutes, so let's go over to Vidi. Vidi, what do you have for us?
Um, yeah, I have several projects, some in revenue management, some in product development, and those are the ones that I am championing currently.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at case management, right? Let's unlock that and dive in. Okay, tell us about this card, Vidi.
Right. So case management feature is a feature proposed by one of the member of HAR, and
Mhm,
I'm the product owner from the product development team.
mhm.
And as a product owner, usually what I have my own set of team, which is the designer, because we have a limited budget of human resource in the project itself, and the developer is still undecided because currently we are at the stage of transition between the um, old way of doing things to the new way of doing things, right? So therefore we need a transition phase and user adoption. That's the most important part because if we have a feature that has no users, then the project itself it's a project that exists for its own for its own sake.
Got it.
So yeah, Currently, we are under user adoption by creating another board, which is attached in the card. And the project, the transition phase itself will reach its end until has it it has 100 cases
Okay.
before being developed. Yep.
Remember that. Yeah, there was a discussion in HAR about that yesterday. All right. So I see that this has a lot of checklists. Can you walk us through and tell us about your checklist?
Right. So before evaluating whether we have an ideate stage in product development,
Mhm.
and before kind of like building the prototype and so on and so forth, we have to decide whether the product itself is desirable, and we assess who the product is for, what will it solve, and whether it's worth it to actually build it.
Okay.
And yeah, so on and so
Excellent.
forth.
Okay, very good. Now, okay, we got a few more minutes, and what I want everyone to do is this, right? Please go ahead and write on your cards what your takeaway is from today and what you would like to start implementing to be a better project manager, right? So you all have different cards. Um, go ahead and put that on. I'll wait for everybody to write it on, and then we'll take a look at some of those ideas. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, by the way, we have new interns coming in today, so this will be fun. Actually, they should have started with this class. Oh, there he is, Joseph. Hey,
Hello.
Joseph, welcome. How you doing?
Hi, I'm fine. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. All right, for everyone, this is Joseph. Joseph and
Hi.
I met online a few months ago, and congratulations, you made it through the system. All right, now Joseph is on his trials, and Joseph, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've just graduated last month from SBMITB
Okay.
in management major.
Okay, great. And Joseph, what would you like to help us with here at Bukit Vista?
I'm sorry I cannot hear you.
What would you like to work on here at Bukit Vista?
Oh, I'm applying for revenue management intern.
Okay, fantastic. Very
Like,
good. All right, we're going to get some new. Are there any revenue managers already in this room that would like to identify themselves? All right, that's Vidi. So, Vidi, well, actually, this is good introductions. Vidi, have you met Joseph yet?
I'm not sure. Did we meet before?
we have not.
Okay,
No, right?
for
Yeah.
first time. Okay, fantastic. So this is Vidi. Joseph, welcome. Okay. Oh, we got some more people coming. Yes. Good morning, Chai. I need to. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hi, you can call me Sing. Yeah, I'm a
Sing.
new intern in Bukit
All
Vista.
right, fantastic. Sing. I heard you know Alethea.
Yes, she is my university friend.
Fantastic. Okay, excellent. Okay, we're just finishing up the project management discussion right now. So let's go ahead and take a look and see really quickly what everyone wrote. Yeah. So let's go to Gani. Gani, what's your takeaway?
To be more structure on the typing words, so it can be more easily to understand for everyone.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my biggest takeaway because I still a little bit confused how to write it down clearly.
Okay.
So
Got
yeah,
it.
thank you, sir.
It's clear thinking results in clear projects, right? So the
Yeah.
hypothesis
Yeah.
and the intended outcome. Okay, great. Let's go next to really quickly to Andre. Andre, what was your takeaway? Andre's out of the room. Let's go next to Rizal. Rizal, what was your takeaway?
I think I'm interested to apply the visualization. So we can see the friction more faster rather than we read it on the zero card.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, visualization allows us to find frictions faster. Over to Shindia. Shindia, what's your takeaway?
Yes, sir. Well, I write here that we should identify problems in a big picture, so maybe we can find friction from the other team, and then also find and discover reason why we made a project.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, and over to Vidi. Takeaway?
Right. So it's not something new, but I guess refining the written documentation culture as well as improving identification of bottlenecks in projects would be good.
Excellent. Okay, very good. All right, everybody, for the project management discussion, we're done for today. I'll see you guys on the next Tuesday then. Have a good one, and let's go into HAR now. All right.